Now, before I get to the main topic of this video, I want to say, yes, I haven't been like uploading past 2 days. That's because I was working on a video I mentioned in my last Crash Bandicoot video. But, as you can see, I'm obviously doing something else. And that's because I decided to scrap that video because it really wasn't. Like, it was basically just going to be a hate campaign towards one certain person. It was going to be a fucking hate campaign, and as someone who is against hate campaigns, I decided, you know what, no, it's not going to be right. And I decided to scrap all that hard work. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the video I've been working on the past 2 days was scrapped. But, you know, it's fine. It it happens sometimes. I just couldn't bring myself to, send targeted harassment over to that person, so I obviously didn't do it. But here's the thing. Instead of, working on the video, I, decided to finish watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And why? Well, simply put, because I've been watching it the past 8 months. And I literally just saw the ending, and all I gotta say, it fucking holds up. It holds up. It really fucking does. It's insane. 17 years since it ended. And all I can say is, damn, it's it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely did not expect it to hold up, especially with it being the original OG, well, not, I can't really say OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, Season 0 is a thing, it was Japan exclusive, so I can't really say the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! But I can say the original Yu-Gi-Oh! For us here in North America. Duel monsters, I should say. So, yeah. It was honestly really good. And as someone who, likes to go back to things from their past, yeah. It's it really brings me back to when I was a kid watching the show. And what I want to do is rank the arcs from the worst to the best in my eyes. So, from my least favorite arcs of the show to my favorite arc of the show. And yeah, let's get started. From the worst arc of the show, I wanted. It should be obvious. Capsule monsters. Capsule monsters is the worst arc because it was not good. So Capsule monsters, it was mediocre. Arc, it was the worst arc. It had nothing to do with the card game. Well, somewhat. It had the same monsters from the card game, but it had nothing to do with the monster. It was just there to fill. It was filler, pretty much, I should say. But you know what? Filler. Sometimes you gotta, yeah. Filler's not. Again, spoilers. It's going to be some more filler, but yeah, Capsule Monsters, not a good arc. So, yeah. Moving on to the next arc. Least favorites. The Virtual World arc. Because, again, the Virtual World arc. Not a good. Well, it was okay. It at least had to do with, the card game. So. But it was still not a good arc. It was fine. Maybe it was. I really don't know how to explain it, but what basically happened was it happens in the middle of the Battle City arc before the quarterfinals, semifinals, and stuff like that. It happened before those. So, yeah, I kind of think it was basically just an annoyance for the most part, I should say. It was an annoyance of an arc, really. It was because the biological son of Kaiba's adoptive father was, jealous of Kaiba's success for, taking over Kaiba Corp. He got all butthurt during the Battle City arc and decided just to send all of them into a virtual world, trap Kaiba and the others. Hired a few of the board members Kaiba fired previously to take over their bodies, and it was it was just not a good arc. It was not. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit from this point on in the video, but the next arc, this is one I'm kind of iffy. This is like the only one I'm iffy about because it's again, it's iffy. But next up, Duelist Kingdom. Now, obviously, I'm gonna get a lot of hate because, you know, Duelist Kingdom was, you know, obviously the first arc in this anime, so it shows it's the first arc. So, yeah, Duelist Kingdom was basically, obviously, the start of the anime. It was basically, it started with, you know, Yugi avenging his grandfather for losing to Kaiba, who proceeded to rip Yugi's grandfather's blue eyes. And, yeah, it was, yeah. Mediocre. But you know what? It was basically, it started with that. Then it went on to Yugi, Joey, the Pharaoh, obviously, Taya, and Tristan headed towards Duelist Kingdom, where they then meet my Weevil piece of shit, Rex, another piece of shit. And yeah. It's insanity. It's insane. I really did not like it. That, of course, obviously ended with Yugi, well, the Pharaoh, I should say, beating Pegasus, becoming the king of games, and thus, yeah. Thus the show, you know, carries on from that point on. It was average. So yeah, it was basically just, it's the first arc, so you can't really expect too much, which is why it's the only one in the iffy state. So you can't really be too shameful. You can't really, like, yeah, it's mediocre at best, so it's fine. Next up, Grand Championship. Grand Championship was actually really fucking good arc. It was not bad. Like it was like I think 12 episodes long, so obviously the shortest arc in the show. And thankfully, because it's the shortest arc in the show, it, yeah, short and sweet. It got the job done. It's short, sweet. It was really fucking good. And it obviously showed Joey improved his dueling skills. Now for the next arc, I'm going to, kind of review. Next arc, Battle City. Why am I placing Battle City this low? Because, it's Battle City. Come on. Battle City did what it needed to do. Battle City was short. It was, well, it was not short. It was the longest arc. So, yeah, it's not really short. But hey, at least it was good. It started at the start of season 2, and it basically stuck around until the end of season 3. It was crazy. But it started with Tristan and Taya going to the museum, which then basically set the course for basically the rest of the series. Then it went on to, go on through basically like half of season 3, as well as the entirety of season 2. It did all this shit, crazy shit, and it was really good. I liked Battle City arc. So I gotta say, yeah, and it basically was 2 fucking seasons long, making it the longest fucking arc in the series. But you know what? It was really fucking solid. And it showed that it was solid. And goddamn, was it beautiful. And with how the series ended, with how the arc ended, You know, Yugi, well, the Pharaoh, I should say, winning the Battle City tournament, showing Kaiba who's fucking boss, all that shit. It was insane. Like, everything up to that point, fucking amazing. It was beautiful. I really fucking loved the Battle City arc. But again, not my favorite. So, yeah, again, the most solid arc, but not my favorite. Going to my second favorite arc throughout the series, Dawn of the Duel. So basically, the second half of the final season. Now, obviously, there are spoilers, so sorry if you haven't seen it, but whoops, I guess. The arc, really solid. I loved it. Every bit of it. It basically delved into the Pharaoh's past, into the memories, all that shit. It was. Obviously the most solid. Well, it was basically what the entire series was about, pretty much. Getting taking the Pharaoh where he belongs, bringing the Pharaoh getting his memories back, learning his real name, all that shit. It's a wild ride. It really was. And the way the show fucking ended in this arc, by the way, spoilers, the biggest twist you could have ever imagined. Yugi beating the Pharaoh, the one person in the series. Basically the main protagonist, essentially. Absolutely fucking genius. It's it was a good the plot twist. The gold sarcophagus holding the monster reborn. It was exactly what had stopped the Pharaoh from essentially, you know, not having to get his ass. Yeah, it's crazy. Beautiful arc. And absolute insanity. But goddamn, I loved Dawn of the Duel. It was such a good arc. And obviously there is one arc left, which I know for a fact people are going to give me shit for, because again, it's quote unquote filler. It was a fucking great arc, regardless. Doesn't matter if it was filler or not. It was it is my favorite arc because it's so serious, and that arc is waking the dragons the entirety of season 4, 40 entire episodes. It's the only season I watched within like 3 days. It was absolute insanity, and goddamn was it wonderful. And with how good it was, yeah. I Waking the Dragons, it started with the Egyptian god cards being stolen from Yugi. And I mean Yugi, not the Pharaoh, Yugi. These 4 guys we have never seen before and are only exclusive to that arc and are seen like once in season 5. And everything is, yeah. it, it started with that. One, it's basically the only time in the series, basically the only time in the series it goes back to its Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes back to its season 0 roots. With, souls being taken, all that shit. Goddamn, was it beautiful. I loved the fucking it. I honestly lost my train of thought. Because the ending of the series of the anime, whew, fucking it hits hard. It really does. It, again, back to what I was saying. It goes back to its original roots and everything. So you can't do where the original Yu-Gi-Oh started. Entire souls being taken through a card, the Seal of Orichalcos. It's insanity. It really was. And goddamn, it, yeah. The Pharaoh. Basically, somewhat betrays Yugi a little while after the arc really starts. And it's fucking crazy, dude. God damn. The it was amazing. But you know what? That it was fucking fantastic arc. It obviously ends with, you know, Yugi being saved, everybody who was trapped within the Orichalcos being saved. It's a crazy arc. A batshit insane arc. And goddamn was it beautiful. I fucking loved the Battle City. Not the Battle City arc, goddamn. I love the Wake of the Dragons arc. It was. It was full of character development, all that kind of shit. It was really good. Absolutely fucking beautiful arc. Full of character development. Kaiba became a badass, even though he's still an asshole. He was still a badass. It was fucking fantastic. Fantastic arc. Character development. Met some amazing characters. Truly fucking beautiful arc. I can't. Oh god damn. I just. A truly amazing arc. The the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime here that was, you know, dubbed and such, absolutely beautiful. A beautiful arc. And I would watch it again. Why? Because it was fucking fantastic. And of course, the most fantastic. And again, I'm not a big anime fan. I'll watch an anime here and there, but goddamn, watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh after watching it conclude these past and after like 17 years, by the way, it it fucking hits. It hits hard. And what better way to you know end this video with again, sorry, I obviously haven't uploaded. Again, sorry I haven't uploaded these past couple days. Again, I worked on the video, decided not to publish, not to finish it, not to upload it, scrapped it in its entirety, and decided to watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, I'm sorry about that. And yeah. It's I I have no words except thank you for again. Thank you for watching, and goddamn, such a good arc. Just enjoy the rest of this duel, I guess. Yes, goddamn it.